Yo, what's good, everybody? Yo, it's the Weekend Gator here. So, I had a little bit of an interesting night. So we got everything unpacked and got my cab up here. She's starting to see a little road wear. Got my aunt back up here as well. But when I was bringing my computer up here, I had a little bit of an incident. Okay. So when I was coming into my room, I tripped, dropped the computer, and I'm like, fuck, I hope this thing didn't break. I hope it still works. So, with that being said, get over here, hook it up and everything, because I already had my monitor up here before I brought the computer up here, but everything hooked up, powered it on, and it beeped, I think it was like 3 times, and then, I wanted to say it was 3 long beeps, 2 short beeps, okay? So I'm like, oh, okay, fuck, let me check the connections and everything. Nothing, okay? Didn't work. So I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to end up having to buy a new computer, which I did not want to do, because this is already expensive as it is, alright? So with that being said, my grandfather, he's like, did you check all the cables? And I'm like, yeah. Every connection? I'm like, yeah. I didn't check one thing. The actual graphics card. It came out of the slot about 1 millimeter, and it wasn't making contact with the pins, and that was the issue. That was the error code. No graphics detected or whatever. So, slotted it back in. Good to go. I do have to hook my mic up, as you can see. Got a little dangler here, so, and then I gotta get this all set back up. But lights are set up, camera's set up, monitor's set where I need it. I did, however, rearrange my desk a little bit to where I could actually have my audio interface like kind of up front and center, so I can adjust levels as I need to, because before it was kind of like in the back and I couldn't really reach it. So good there. PlayStation's hooked up. The docking for the Nintendo Switch is hooked up. And yeah, I just got to get my controllers over here and get those set up, and we'll be cooking with Crisco. So I guess the takeaway from this is before you try and go out and buy a new computer, double check everything. Your graphics card, your processor, your RAM, every single fucking connection of wire. Because it could be something so simple. Hell, it could even be something even cheaper than a graphics card. You know, like your SSD could have failed. Who the fuck knows, right? And that's why you always troubleshoot before you go to the extreme and shit out thousands of dollars for a new computer. You know, I know a lot of people be like, oh, you could have bought it, you could have built the computer, like, for cheaper than that. It's like, yeah, I could. But I don't really have that technical know-how on that. Like, okay, yeah, I can install RAM, I can install an SSD, I can install Windows from scratch. I can put in a GPU, but when it comes to the processor, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot when it comes to that. And I'll straight up own that one. I don't know how to install a processor. Everything else is relatively simple. I think the thing that stumps me on the processor is 1, lining the processor up properly to where you don't bend pins, and then 2, applying the right amount of thermal paste where it isn't too little but it isn't too much either. So, but the way this computer sits as it is, the Ryzen 5 5600G, even though the graphics are disabled, it works fine. It does what I need it to do. It plays games. It's supported by most games. The RTX 3070, even though it has a few less gigabytes than what the 3060 did, it also does really well. Actually, it excels the 3060 in my opinion. And I've had this graphics card for how long now? But, yeah. I think I am going to change the name of this computer, though, because I keep calling it Whiteout, and that doesn't really make sense to me. So I think I might name it after a Disney princess, Snow White. I know a lot of people are going to make fun of me for that. I really don't give a shit, because, well, I got purple fucking lights in there right now, because, well, fuck it, I love the color purple. I don't care. And it's a white case and everything. It's kind of looking princessy over there. So, with that being said, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just double check, make sure everything's plugged in, make sure the graphics card didn't come unseated, and yeah, that's like the first route to go. is to double check everything. If you don't know anything about the processor, don't mess with that. But, like, you know, take your RAM out, reseat that. Take your graphics card out, reseat that. Reseat everything that you're comfortable reseating. And that most likely will fix your issues. And sometimes you may have a dongle or something for, like, a mouse or something that could also be causing issues. I actually seen on a forum where somebody actually had an issue similar to mine, but theirs was actually caused by a wireless keyboard dongle. So, or not, I don't think dongle is the right word. Receiver. There we go. A wireless keyboard receiver. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great fucking evening. I love all you guys that support me and support what I do and the computer stuff and everything. And I'm glad that you were literally on this journey with me, you know, progressing my skills with editing, photography, videography, you know, time lapses and whatnot. I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm glad I get to spend it with y'all and show you the stuff that I do. I appreciate it, and I'm glad that I can help some of you, because I get a little emotional here. I've actually had some comments of people thanking me because they couldn't figure out how to do something, and my video actually helped them. And that's not just talking in the past, but like, you know, the BB gun, where I took down the Umarex 40.x.p. But like, even some of the computer stuff, people was like, yo, I've been trying to figure this out for the longest time, and your video saved me a lot of time. And it's like, I'm glad I can actually help people, and that's what I'm here for ultimately. I don't like the drama. I don't like getting into drama. Yeah, I'll comment on something I think that is bullshit, but as far as like getting into physical video battles with people, including Roy, I don't give a shit about that. I don't like doing that. I just want to do my own fucking thing, and that's it. But like I said, I hope you guys have a great fucking evening or morning, depending on where you're at. I'll see you guys later. Anyways, signing out. Peace. You guys know what to do.